I think I'm live. I'm live a bit earlier than I intended, but can everyone hear me? You can probably also hear my dogs licking and, licking, I should say. They're drinking right now. So it's going to be interesting because I have not streamed with my dogs before. So hello everyone. Hey Joanne, hey Cheryl. So fun being in here. Alright, we're just kind of like getting used to everything right now. You know what I mean? Okay. Can you hear them? Can you hear the dogs drinking right now? Probably, because now I have one dog. They've just come in from outside, the two of them. And, oh no, there's an echo? Okay, hang on. Okay, how did I do this last time? 1 second. Okay, is it still echoey? I don't know. I feel like I should also test it, but I may have to change. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, how is this? I don't even know if you guys can hear me at all. Am I echoey? Can you even hear me at all? Can you guys hear me at all right now? Okay. Okay, you can. Am I echoey or am I not echoey? Echo. Oh my god, so annoying. What is happening? I don't get it. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, is this working? Oh, hi, Mau Mau. This is Maui. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Alright, don't knock down my camera, because you're going to do that. Is it still echoing? Okay, this is good now? No echo? Thumbs up? Okay, fantastic. I figured it out. What was going on was it was taking two audios from my camera here, and I don't know why, and I don't know how it could do that, but hello everybody. Welcome to another home stream, but like the first one in God knows how long, at least a year, I would say, at least a year. So now, what do you have? What is that? One moment. Dogs. Sorry, I could tell she was doing something she shouldn't. So we have Maui, who you saw on the camera. I was just talking to Martha. Hey, Reese. Oh, is it working from the plane or? Oh, oh wait, no, you're not on the plane. You're at the airport. But Mandy, I swear, it's kind of like that. I have two children right here. There's something else. Okay, yeah. Oh, you are on the plane. Okay. So welcome to my office. I now don't stream out of a bedroom, which is really nice. This is my office in my house now, because if you don't know this, I'm sure you already do by now, but I am now officially in Florida permanently. I have moved here to finally be with the husband, so here I am, which is why you have the streams that you've been having at Walt Disney World. So we got that. Yes, have a very safe flight, Reese. I hope you have Wi-Fi, and I hope you can watch on the plane. That'd be very fun. Thank you very much. So yeah, I have slowly been decorating my office. It was kind of a priority of mine. Got some really random items in here. We got the Haunted Mansion sign, which was in the background before in my bedroom. Got a giant flick. The Walt Disney World Studios lamp, which let me actually plug it in. Let's see, is this going to be annoying on? You can't really see the logo in it, but it has the Walt Disney Studios logo there. So we got that. How fun. I think it's fun. But then I have my Donovan McNabb signed Philadelphia Eagles picture. I got my Chris Bosh picture up there of the Toronto Raptors. I have my autographed Jason Priestley 90210 cast photo. Right above that, I have the signed Shannon Doherty, Brenda and Dylan photo. And then above that, which you can't really see, let me just tilt up, above those two autographs is my picture with both Shannon Doherty and Jason Priestley. So cool! Perfect. Thank you so much, Reese. Yeah, so that's up there. Over here, I got my TV, and then I got my sports Funko Pops up there. Those are all the sports ones. The other ones are on the opposing wall. So, and I got my Run Disney stuff here. I got this, which is now like ancient history, especially now that it's open for at least 8 piece. My Splash Mountain picture from when I was a kid. There I am. How cute. Oh, that's my dad, not me. That's me. Terrified out of my wits. And then I have my Country Bear Jamboree stuffed animals. Because, you know, collect all of the things, you know? So welcome. This is my office. Yeah. And if you have questions about anything, just pop them in the chat, because it's been a long time. I don't know how many people are actually going to tune into this, because I know there's some streamers that are actually in the parks right now, which is far more interesting. But thank you so much for sticking with me. Just thinking, I think that's pretty well all I need to show you. But yeah, so now we have my office. The cats are out there, because can't leave the cats and the dogs together, because one of the dogs in particular doesn't understand that running to them scares them, instead of that's not playing, so, you know. Oh, so good. Yeah, it's right here. So I have the set so far. It's really cool, actually. The nice thing about them is that you don't actually have to put them on a tree. You can just put them out year-round. I know my friend puts them out for their Halloween stuff, or is planning to. Yeah, so I have all of them that are available right now. I have ordered the other ones that are out in July, so hopefully I'll have all of them. Hey, Christine. How does it feel to live in Florida versus in Canada? It's extremely different. It's very, very different. The heat this time of year, like, it's hot back home right now. It got hot a lot sooner here. It's weird not having, like, the seasons change. Like, I moved here in September, and it still felt like summer, and I was like, oh, okay, well, it kind of still felt like summer back home. And then it just, like, fall never happened. It just went straight to winter. We were all frozen to death, and then it went straight to summer. It's very weird. So that's getting a lot. It's taking me a bit to get accustomed to. The weirdest one for me is understanding gas prices and what's good and what's not, because back home we go by liters and here they go by gallons. So to me, all the gas looks expensive because it's like $3. Back home it'd be like $1.50, but it's just, I don't know. So getting used to that. Hey Nat, welcome in. So yeah, getting used to that is weird. I guess like in some like words, I'm getting used to having to use like the American words, like rain gutters. Like I always knew what a rain gutter was, but we call them eaves troughs. So it's just kind of like odd trying to get used to that. Just like weird little things. People are different, not in a bad way. They're just different. The air is really different. When I went home to surprise my mom for Mother's Day, and I felt like I could actually like breathe air, whereas here it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, soda versus pop. Now I find, hey Megan, I find now I have to just say exactly what I want. Like oh, what are you in the mood for? A Dr. Pepper. Like, because I can't get used to saying soda. It's weird to me. Unless I say soda water. Because like pop water just sounds weird. Yeah, so the soda versus pop is definitely a weird one. Definitely a weird one. Luckily, Ron is from the north. So, northern states, if you will. Midwest. So he knows pop. When I say pop, he knows what I'm talking about. So, and I think this must be a French-Canadian thing. So, Nat, I don't know if you say it. Joanne, I don't know if you say it. But, instead of saying like side by each, I've been told that that's weird. By my husband. He's used to it now and doesn't think about it, but he's like, what did you just say? He said side by each. He goes, your mom said that the other day. I think it's a French thing, maybe? Because, like, my mom's side of the family is French-Canadian, so I don't know if, like, side by each is a Canadian thing or if it's a French-Canadian thing. That's just, like, I don't know. Because it's, like, yeah, I don't know. Do other Canadians say that? Or is that just, like, my family thing? I don't know. But weird things. Sorry, I'm just trying to get like used to these angles. Okay, so Nat says side by side. And I say side by side, but I also say side by each. I don't know when I say what. Like people stand side by side, but things are side by each. Okay, so it's probably a French-Canadian thing. I don't know, but like my mom says it for sure. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just my mom thing and it rubbed off on me. I don't know. These two dogs, I don't know what they're doing. They're fighting. Well, they're like play fighting, I should say. They're not actually fighting. Oh my goodness. People and things are side by side. Yeah. Hey Robert, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. People and things are side by side. Okay. So everything is side by side. But like, because if I'm putting things, I was just going to say side by each. But okay, so for instance, let's say, like I was talking about gardening, okay? And I'm like, I want this, like these two plants are going to be side by each. And, and then that's when I say, but people stand side by side. I don't know. Maybe I just don't make sense. How far are you from Disney? And are you going every day now? Okay, so Mandy's in the Toronto area, so it must be a French-Canadian thing, side by each. Put your toys side by side. Okay, and I would just say, like, line up your toys. Whatever. I am about, depending on traffic, I can go anywhere from like 20 to 35 minutes from the park. At like rush hour, it's probably closer to 40-45 minutes. But I'm about 20 minutes from the airport. So, not bad. Not bad. I'm not going every day. I'm trying to go more. When I first got here, I like rarely went. I've been going a lot more now, especially now that I'm streaming in the parks and stuff. Not that I didn't want to go. I was just so busy getting like life together and trying to figure out all my stuff here. So yeah. Yeah, I'm very close to the parks. I'm very close to the parks. Sorry, if you hear like Jurassic Park noises, it's the dogs. They tend to do that. Just sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I feel like we should play some music, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so I gotta be careful here. What shall we listen to? Let's do some park stuff, I guess. I won't put it on too loud. What are the ages of the dog? Maui, we don't really know exactly how old Maui is. The vet is saying he's probably 3 or going on 3. I think he was younger than he was when we got him. Martha May Huvier is her full name. And he is Maurice Monroe, but we call him Maui and just Martha. Ron calls her Marty. She is... Are we in June? Yeah. She just turned 9 months. Yeah. So Maui is a pit bull mix. We don't, well, actually we do know exactly what he is. We did the wisdom panel DNA because I was so intrigued because his colors are like very red, like red Doberman. He has no red Doberman in him. But yeah, he's got a pit face. I don't know, he has a very funny build. And then Martha May Huvier is a miniature Saint Berdoodle. So her mom is a standard size Saint Bernard, and her dad was a miniature poodle. How that happened, I don't know. However, that's what she is. So she is 45 pounds now. She'll probably get to like 50, 55. Maui is a sturdy 69 pounds. So hang on, let me just show you them. They're currently doing this. That's them acting up. So they're my little babies. Can you guys hear that? Is that too loud? Is that music too loud? Maybe. Yeah, they're cute, all right. Martha just got groomed today, so she was a mess. She, Ron calls her his grimy girl because she always she comes in from outside and she's just like covered in dirt. She just rolls and rolls and rolls and, yep. And Maui just lays in the grass, does nothing. So, she's very, very big now. Cheryl met Martha maybe a week after we brought her home, if that. And she fit in a little carrier that you could fit underneath the seat of an airplane. Yep, she was in the little carrier. She was tiny, tiny, like, let me see here. I'm sure I have a photo. Oh my god. Jurassic Park over here. Do-do-do. Actually, I think I have... This was actually her on the way to go see Cheryl. They're sitting in her carrier. Tiny, tiny little thing. And now she's mega. Now she's humongo. But that's them. Alright. So I'm going to check. I don't think anyone asked me any questions. I did a YouTube community thing. I don't think anybody asked me any questions on there. And Cheryl was the only question I had, so I should have put that out earlier. But that's fine. Anyone who has questions for me, by all means, go ahead and ask. So, I am an open book. Open book over here. Martha, don't do that. Are you guys done? Oh, Lord. She saw her own reflection in the window. She does a little bit, yeah. Hey! Hey! Martha, you're barking at yourself. She's barking at herself right now. Oh my goodness. What plans do you have for the stream? I don't have any plans. I feel like we'll just kind of talk. We can do some updates on like my life. Yeah, just like kids. I feel like just any questions you guys have, because I just wanted to sit and talk just about what's going on. Just hanging out. Oh my god. Hang on. Is that ear piercing for you? As it is for me? Is she done? No, I don't think so. Maybe? Nope. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna bring them outside. Come on, guys. Come on. Go. Go. Now we go. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Okay, sorry about that, guys. No, she's barking out there for no reason. Sometimes they just like to hear themselves, you know. But yeah, so I don't really have many plans for the stream. I figure we'll just sit, chat, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I don't know. I guess, has everybody seen the videos of Tiana's Bayou adventure? Or who's holding off and not watching it because they want to be surprised at the park? I feel like a lot of people are holding off from seeing anything because they want to be surprised. You watch them in the... Okay, so Joanne, okay, and Cheryl, you both seen it. All right. Nat has seen it. Now, Joanne, I know you say you've liked what you've seen, which is really good. I think the... Oh, Cheryl's not going on it. Okay. So here's my thing. So I think that a lot of the... I love Splash. Don't get me wrong. I love Splash. I was very heartbroken that it was going to be rethemed until they announced it was going to be The Princess and the Frog, because that just kind of made sense to me. But for me, so what I loved the most about Splash Mountain was the length of the ride. It kind of immersed you into a story, and it kind of just had a homey feeling. It was bright. The songs were great. It just made you feel good. And I think that all of the stuff that I felt in Splash, I felt in the new one. Because it's the bones of the part of the ride are still there. It's just a new theme. That's the only difference, at least to me. Hey Brian. Hey Isaac. Welcome. Happy belated birthday. I'm sorry I didn't catch you in the park on the weekend. I was hoping to get out there and just kind of surprise you and go, oh, Isaac, but I didn't. But I was watching and I was chatting in though, so I was definitely there. What else have you been up to, or mostly unpacking? I'm pretty much done unpacking, although sometimes it feels like I'm not because I can't find a lot of things, but that's just because I don't remember where I put them. I'm settling in pretty good. I've honestly just been working a lot. It's been a very, very busy year. It's been a very busy year for work. It's been a little bit wild. And now with Inside Out 2 being so successful, it's going to be a wild ride for me in the fall, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's see. I have because I don't think I'll be there for a while. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. You and your whole family should come, Mandy. That would be fun. Like, all of you. There's a lot of you now. A lot of you now. So Isaac, I know that you really liked Tiana's. What do you think in comparison to Splash? Do you agree with me that the bones of Splash still exist and like the heart of Splash Mountain still exists? It's just a new theme? Because that's exactly how I feel. I walked out of there feeling just as happy and peppy as I am when I finished Splash Mountain. But, and I mean, not everyone's going to agree, and a lot of people are going to miss it. There's a lot of people that were fans of Song of the South. And that's a whole other story. But a lot of people didn't even know where those characters came from, and I think that that's the kind of, I get where they're going with it because it's a sign of the times. Like, before, when you went to Disney World, it didn't matter that those characters weren't in films that you knew, because it was Haunted Mansion that didn't have a movie. At the time, Pirates originally didn't have a movie. All of those, like Pirates and Haunted Mansion, had movies based off the rides. But because Splash Mountain was based off of a film that essentially was, like, you couldn't find it anywhere, no one really knew what it was, so they were a little bit, like, misplaced characters. And now everything in the parks is so based on their intellectual property and their movies and TV shows that they were kind of getting lost in it. And I see what they did there. You got here last Friday, but almost Splash Mountain. Yeah, that's fair. Hang on, I gotta check on the dog. She's losing her mind. We'll open this so you guys can come in and out as you please. Oh, goodness gracious. But does that make sense what I said? In terms of like it getting lost in translation amongst like the newer crowds coming in, because I guess it kind of, I didn't feel like it got lost, but that's because I grew up with it. So, but everything now is new. Everything that's new is now based on film. Anything that has characters, I should say. So it's kind of like that. Like, they were characters that people didn't know anymore. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is like, that's why they also put Jack Sparrow in the Pirates ride, because all these kids and stuff were going to Disney World for the first time and riding Pirates, thinking that the ride came after the movie, and Jack wasn't in there. So that's why they ended up having to put him in there. I mean, it makes sense. He should be in there. Hello. But that's why that happened. So it's like you kind of have to keep up with it as much as we don't want that to happen. And I think that's also the whole Country Bear thing, which I'm not a fan of. I think they should have kept it the way it was, but they kind of fell victim to that same thing, right? No one really knew who these... Stop it. Hey, stop. No one really knew who these characters were. They were singing fairly inappropriate songs, very tongue-in-cheek, and it was a humor that unfortunately a lot of people have lost nowadays, which makes me very sad. And yeah, so I'm very, very bitter about this whole Country Bear thing. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it. I probably won't, to be quite honest, because if I want to see characters singing Disney songs, I will go watch PhilharMagic. I don't know. I'll probably go once just to say I did, because who knows? Maybe they'll have some things, but like, won't be the same without Blood on the Saddle and all the guys that turn me on, turn me down, you know? So that's where I think, like, you gotta change things. It's kind of like Universal. Like, the fact that they still have Doctor Doom as the theme of that ride is so strange to me, but they can't do anything else now because Disney now owns Marvel. So they can't retheme it if they want, but nobody really knows who Doctor Doom is anymore because he's not in any Marvel film. So it's for people now, like my niece, she loves Tiana. I love Tiana. Princess and the Frog is probably one of my favorite Disney animated films of all time. I think they did it really well. I loved that they came back with that type of animation, because at the time it came out, the Pixar style animation and the DreamWorks, like Shrek and all that stuff, were kind of really taking over, and you weren't getting like that 2D flat animation anymore. So I really liked that they did that, and I wish they would do it again in film format. So I really enjoyed that. I thought the story was great. The songs are great. But I love me some Tiana. She's my favorite princess. She and Meg from Hercules. Two princesses that, well, Meg is not technically a Disney princess. I think she's a princess because she looks like one. She looks fab. And she's so sassy. But yeah, so I think like that's... I don't want them to change things, but I get why they do it. It is what it is, unfortunately. You just can't be an outdated park. You know what I mean? Especially with like when Universal has all that stuff coming, you can't outdate yourself. And it's like the shooting arcade is no longer a thing. I personally don't care. I never did that before. Guns terrify me. Why would I go and do that? So that the shooting arcade thing was always weird to me. I never understood it. I get it, like Frontierland, but I just was like, that's such a weird thing to have at Disney. But like, I mean, and I never saw people there, so why people are upset that it's gone, I don't know. But everyone, like I said, everybody's different. But like we could say the same thing, right? Like Toontown. I loved Toontown as a kid. As an adult, would I go into Toontown? I don't know, because I wasn't, and I never went to Disney as an adult to experience Toontown before they changed it into New Fantasyland. So Disney is attracting the next generation. Yeah, and the thing is with Disney is that it's timeless. It's going to attract new generations always, because what happens is, like look at me for instance, my dad loves Disney. Therefore, I grew to love Disney because my dad's love for it rubbed off on me. If I had kids, maybe it would rub off on them, right? So you always get the next generation. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, your dad loved the shooting gallery? Which is so funny because I feel like I never saw people there. But I also never really looked, so I can't really say that. I was always just like, that's weird. And I just kept walking. But, you know. I don't know. Like, Ron, so my husband, he refuses to go on the Winnie the Pooh ride. Even if it has the lowest wait time ever, he will not go on it because he is very partial to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Which he's happy it's still at Disneyland. But he's upset that Mr. Toad's is gone. And he doesn't think that Winnie the Pooh deserves it. I do, because I love Winnie the Pooh. But, yeah. So he's a little poo-pooed at it, if you will. Let me think. What else has changed over time? Well, Test Track is now down. They're going to now bring back Test Track 3.0. Which 2.0 was not as good as the first. I'll tell you that much. The first one was cool because you were like, you felt like you were a crash test dummy. The second one, I was just like, okay, we're doing tests, but like I didn't feel like a crash test dummy, you know? So I'm anxious to see what Chevrolet does because they're fronting the bill. And I imagine that they want the ride to feel similar to their actual vehicles. So, which is probably why they're going to put the money in on it. So that's a good one. What else is going on? I'm going around the parks. Like, what has changed? Or what needs to change? I love all the rides that weren't based on movies. Test Track, Tower of Terror, etc. But until I have a Splash Mountain. Yeah, so and here's the thing. You know what I think actually protects Tower of Terror from not being rethemed at Disney World? So it was rethemed at Disneyland, if you don't know this, to Mission Breakout, which is Guardians themed. I think what's saving it from not being rethemed here is the fact that they've made a film based on it back in the day. I think that's what's going to save it. And I think all of those one-off ones, like Rock and Roller Coaster, I think it will eventually get redone into a theme of some sort that Disney owns. I've had my ideas for it. If I know your dad loves Disney, Manny. He's the reason why your family goes all the time and why you love it. But I also like the World of Motion and Horror. Yeah, I agree. So I don't think I did World of Motion or Horizon, and if I did, I was very young. I was very young. I actually have a video of those on my channel from a home video that I had from like 91, maybe 89. It's gonna be a revamp inspired classic World of Motion. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, first test track, far superior. Sorry that I'm missing your chats. Honestly, I'm like looking at the camera because they're on two different things and I don't want to be that rude. Let me think here. Where was I going with this? I was talking, Rock and Roller Coaster. I have had my thoughts. Now, a lot of people, there was this rumor, okay, it's been going on for at least 15 years that Aerosmith is going to leave. They will leave eventually because at one point or another, as much as I don't want to say it, Aerosmith will become irrelevant to the next generation. You know what I mean? Like, even if you put it to, like, so then people were talking about, like, okay, well, we're going to do Queen. Okay, great. Yes, Queen is timeless. But, and that was the biggest rumor, that people thought it was going to go to Queen. I don't think it's going to go to a band, per se. I think that they're going to do something with a movie. Saw images on Dinosaur Area. Oh, interesting. Oh, you don't like Mission Breakout? I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. It's no Tower of Terror. They feel totally different. But I did like it. I did like it. It was fun. Rocket's just so funny. Now, maybe we should talk about this because I think this could be a fun topic. If you had to re-theme Rock and Roller Coaster to a Disney thing. Hey, Reese! Yeah, if you had to re-theme Rock and Roller Coaster to be like a Disney film thing, what would it be? I have my thoughts. We need Eisner. We need Eisner. I don't think he'll come back, but there's... Thank you, Isaac! That is my #1 idea. Turn Rock and Roller Coaster into Powerline themed. I'm sorry, but anybody who would... why not? Why not? And guess what? The people who were obsessed with that movie when it came out are the ones that are spending the money in the parks now. Like, they're bringing their young families in. Come on! Isaac. Killed it. Killed it. In my brain. I like it. But yeah, so I think that one would be great. I think it makes sense. It makes sense. But you could also put, if you really wanted to, you could make it like Turning Red and with 4Town. You could do that. Or do it so it's like, ooh, are you getting Powerline or are you getting 4Town? You know, make it a music festival and have all the bands that have been Disney before in the one thing. You see? I would say Monsters Doors. Oh, there's a thought. Here I was pigeonholing myself and I was thinking like music, right? Because of Aerosmith. Now there's a thought. I still think they need a Big Hero 6 ride in the old Stitch's Great Escape. Thank God that thing's gone. That was awful. It was a god-awful attraction. See, Nat likes my Turning Red thing. See, because I think, like, if you could get different bands like that, like, also, you could have the Muses in Hercules as one, right? Do this one big, giant Disney festival. Yeah, Manny, that's exactly it, because it's not Tower of Terror. That's why you didn't like it. Because you knew what it was. Everyone going in now probably loves it. Because, like, anyone who has never experienced it or didn't know it was Tower of Terror, me, when I look at it, I'm like, oh, look, they painted Tower of Terror. Like, I can see the building, but a lot of people just don't know, right? I'm really looking forward to the whole, like, San Francisco thing at Disneyland. I think that's very cool. We need more Big Hero 6. Hey, Tyler. Happy Monday. Yesterday was Father's Day. I hope you celebrated well. I was celebrating, so we're not like human parents. We have pets. So we are dog and cat parents. So the dogs and the cats got Ron a card. And then I took him out for lunch. And then he got called into work, so that sucked. But they also need a Monsters ride. The Doors would be a great ride. Yeah, I think that would be a very cool ride. I don't want to say that they get the short end of the stick with the laugh floor because I think it's hilarious. But there's no Sully in that. So there's that. So it'll be really interesting to see what they do with what Stitch's Great Escape was. I hope they do something. I'm hopeful. I really want them to do something Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 needs a second movie. If you haven't seen Big Hero 6, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. Fantastic. What else? I'm going around the parks going like, I can talk about things I missed. Like I really, really want the Osborne Spectacle of Dancing Lights to come back, but that's not going to happen. One, the Osborne family was apparently pretty selfish about it. And asked for too much money to use their name, which is fine, but we can still use the concept, but where? Where would it go? It would be very cool. I mean, I really love the way Epcot decorates their stuff because it's very, like, obviously cultural and stuff, but I think it'd be really cool if they did the Osborne family, like the dancing lights all around the World Showcase. I think that would look wicked. But I gotta do everything. Just kidding. It's a lot of work, though. It's a lot of work because that's a lot of lights to put up in an area that doesn't close. So it like might be a bit much. But I've seen them do crazier things. I do miss the lights on the castle. I miss the lights. It's all projection now, which is fine. But there was something that was just so beautiful about the lights. I don't know if anyone else feels the same. But dun, dun, dun. Just check in here. Alright, we're good. What else? What else? What else? What else? It's like Carousel Progress. I don't think they're going to touch Carousel Progress, at least for some time, because that would be the biggest uproar. Because that's ultimately the only thing Walt touched at Disney World. Because it was from the World's Fair. So that's like the only thing, because everything else was Roy. But with them doing the Haunted Mansion will never go away. They've made movies, 2 now. Which the last one was so good. The Eddie Murphy one was like, it was okay. It was okay. I wasn't a big fan of it myself. But I'm pretty pleased with what they did for the film. I think it was really well done. The only thing that was weird, and spoiler alert, sorry if you didn't watch it yet, I wasn't a fan of how they personified Constance. She looked very demonic. And yeah, the lady's a kook. Like, she decapitated her husbands. She's a kook. I probably shouldn't have said that word on stream. That's probably, I'll have to edit that. Yeah. Exactly, Cheryl. It was darker. It was definitely darker. But yeah, Constance was like, I understood that she looked demonic because she was like under the control of like the Hatbox Ghost. But like, when that ended, she should have reverted into like pretty Constance. Like, there's a reason why she had 5 husbands, because she was beautiful. She wasn't demonic, you know? Speedway would be cool. Yes, I agree. And I would really like them to get rid of the gas. It's so potent. But yeah, that would be really cool if they did that for Wreck-It Ralph. That would be very cool. I didn't think about that. That's smart thinking. Very smart thinking. And then, don't touch the Tiki Room. They need to make a movie out of the Tiki Room, otherwise that thing's next. Just saying. Which, the Tiki Room could be a hilarious movie. It could be really funny. Oh, goodness gracious. The Tiki Room music's playing right now. I don't know if you could hear it. Let me think of the other rides that don't. So like the dinosaur ride is kind of themed to the movie Dinosaur, but we know that that area is going kaput. So what are they going to do? Are they bringing Indiana Jones? Fingers are crossed. That's one of the last things we'll, yeah. Hey, Billy. Oh, Billy Swisher. Hey, this is so funny, guys. So my channel name is SwishWilly, and this guy's name is actually like Billy Swisher. Isn't that funny? I'm like, I love it. Thank you so much for like reaching out to me. That was so fun. It was really fun to get that message from you. That was great. I have like a doppelganger by name, I guess, if you will. It was just so funny. Billy Swisher and then SwishWilly. That's so funny. I love it. I love it. So good. So good. So I feel like the lighting in here, I need to figure that out. I can't find my ring light, otherwise it'd look a lot better in here, guys. I'm just like looking around to see if there's anything new I can show you guys. Not really. I will show you this because I think it's cool. Maybe you won't. Everyone's gonna laugh at me. So wait, if they did Indiana Jones, I would start going to Duck again. Okay, valid. And I think Indiana Jones kind of fits, kind of, in the Animal Kingdom. I'm just gonna show you something. Hang on. Okay, this is like my favorite thing in my office. Well, one of. Hang on. I turned off the light real fast. But actually, this is an awful light, but I'll show you why. Look at that cool thing. Oh, you can't see what it says at all. It's not as cool as it looks to me. Hang on, I'll turn off the light. I'll turn, yeah. And then I'll turn the Dion off. Okay. Sorry, here I'll show you this way. See? It's a Coors Light basketball net, but it says like Bar North on it. The Raptors. So, I don't know. I think it's cool, but other people probably don't. Exactly. I know, I love that thing. It's so fun. So fun. Oh, actually, I should show you these just because, like, shameless plug, because why not? I don't know if anyone has seen it or not, but I have a new merch store. I was with Teespring, and then I just like didn't really like the variety they were giving me, and it was really annoying. And their website was really slow on the back end to like design anything. So now I had you're fine, Mandy. But now I have a new store, and I got these shorts. I don't know if you can see them, but they're like sweatpants shorts with my logo on them. You see it? Hang on. There we go. I think they're fun. So if you want something like that, they're in my little shop, which is in the link below. So shameless plug. But I'm like, I think the merch is pretty fun. There will be more merch coming. I'm working on actually like a channel revamp. So like an updated logo, updated avatars and stuff. So they're really comfy, Cheryl. They are so comfy. And I believe right now, let me check because I don't want to be a liar. I think, oh no, it ended yesterday. Hang on, I might give you a little sneak peek to a new coupon code. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Hang on, let me go on this computer. It's going to be a lot easier. I swear I'm not like super cool and have multiple computers. I have a work computer and a personal computer. Okay. Alright, guys. On Wednesday, June 19th, aka Juneteenth, I have a Juneteenth sale happening for just that day. Just that day. And it's going to be 25% off everything. So if you want something, that's the day to shop. So again, in the description box below, this is a quiet little one because guess what? There's only 10 of you watching. So only 10 of you know that that's coming. unless you rewatch this later, but you know what I mean. So anyway, so if you are interested in anything, Wednesday. Yeah, see, and they're so comfy. You are in the know, Billy. Absolutely. So, they're super comfy. There's actually even, if you want this, there's a crew neck shorts combo set you can get, where the top's just plain, so just the shorts have the logo on them. Okay, I will. I'm going to be posting something for sure on my Instagram, and I'll post things around for sure. So, I haven't decided if I'm live streaming on Wednesday or if I'm going to vlog on Wednesday, because I'm off. It's a company holiday for me. So I'm off. Ron's off. I'll have to ask him, because he might not want to live stream. He might just be like, yeah, we can vlog, it's fine. He's very supportive about it, so that's what's nice. I'll see which one he wants to do. Oh, have you guys seen this thing? It's so cool. Hang on. Does anyone know what this is? I think most of you probably do, because you're park lovers. Look at this. It's a marionette, and it's black and white, as if he's on his TV show. Oh my god. This is probably one of the coolest things I've seen Disney come out with in a long time. I'm surprised it wasn't as popular. I thought it was going to sell out like crazy, but it didn't. Freaking cool, though. I swear I'm not bored. I'm just trying to like make sure I don't miss showing you guys some fun things, you know? If you see something in the background you want me to talk about, tell me. I'm glad. It was in the park, Cheryl. The picture above this picture here. This picture is, hang on. This picture is the cast photo of 90210, and it's signed to me from Jason Priestley. And then the one above that is, oh, that's not straight. The one above that is signed by Shannon Doherty to me. And it's her and, it's like Brenda and Dylan from 90210. And then right above that is a picture of me with Jason Priestley and Shannon Doherty. So. I know, Cheryl, but I thought someone would have seen it on a vlog. It's not in the parks anymore. I think it might be at the outlets now, if anywhere, because I haven't seen it in the parks in a bit. But if you want me to pick you one up, I can pick you one up if I go over to the outlets. Oh, that's amazing. Jason is so nice. I had, like, we got there, I went with Jen to Fan Expo here in Orlando. Well, it wasn't Fan Expo, it's MegaCon. But we got there early. Like, we were let in before it opened. I don't remember why. But then Jen and I were walking, and this just goes to show how obsessed I am with that TV show. Because we were just walking and talking, and I stopped dead in my tracks, and I was like, shh. And Jen's like, what? Like, what's your problem, lady? I'm like, Jason Priestley is near me. He's near me. And she's like, what? I'm like, he's right there. Like, I heard him. I knew he was there. So, I found him. Oh, nice. I don't know if I'm going to MegaCon this year or not. Usually, I get my tickets later because I don't want to spend the money if I don't know who's there yet, you know? Yes, okay, Cheryl, I will for sure, if I see it, I will grab you one. They made Bullseye and Jessie as well, but I only wanted Woody. So, okay, so, Billy, funny fact, this is just like my office. So, I have, this wall is my rando wall, my sports and fandom. This is like Disney Parks and then Run Disney. And then I have my Funkos over there, which one of the shelves fell down. So I have to put that back up. So my Funkos are over there. So there's a method to the madness, if you will. So it's kind of like, this is Lindsay in a nutshell. Yeah. But if there's anything else you guys want to know about, feel free to let me know. That red thing up there that's hanging is a We the North flag. That was from the NBA playoffs when the Raptors won the championship. Which, where is that? Here's my Raptors championship ring, guys. Here, that's Donovan McNabb. Yeah, I don't know if this will focus or not. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe do I have to go close? Focus, focus, focus. Hang on. What if I do that like makeup thing people do? Nope, no focus. Anyway, that's the Raptors championship ring, everybody. I don't think I have very much else fun things to show you. Not around me that I can think of. Oh yeah, this guy, he's humongous, like huge. If you were to stand upright, like, oh, here, let me move a bit. You can see he's like pretty long, but he, I won him at a contest in Walmart when A Bug's Life was coming out on VHS. It hadn't come out yet, and they did like this big contest, and I won. I got all 4 of the Bug's Life VHSs, because I don't know if you remember this. I think it was the first time Disney did that, where each one had a different bug on it. So I got all 4 of them. I got that. I got like this big picnic set that was Bug's Life themed. It was very cool. And I've been looking everywhere online for like a giant flick that looks like that. I can't find one that's that quality, so God knows how much that thing's worth. My favorite... Oh, David Tennant. Yeah, that's a very cool one. It's a very cool one. Yeah, see? Nat, you remember. It was super cool. There was... Heimlich was on one. Flick was on one. The Ladybug... I'm like so blanking on the names. Ladybug was on one, and Dot was on the other one. They were very cool. Is this music loud enough? Can you even hear it at all? I don't know. What the... I don't know how I did that, but okay. Thanks for subscribing. Let's see. So I guess if you subscribe to me, that happens. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. Cool. How long have I been a YouTuber for? It's honestly really hard for me to say I'm a YouTuber because I feel like I'm still getting my feet wet. But I guess I am a YouTuber because I'm on YouTube right now. But I started the channel, was it 2020? 2021? I think it was 2020. It was during the pandemic. I had started it, which I think everyone and their mother started a YouTube channel during the pandemic because nobody else had anything better to do. But yeah, I started doing the Disney stuff because my stuff kind of started rolling as Disney was re-announcing their opening and all that stuff. So kind of got to get my feet wet with that kind of stuff. So it's been a while, I suppose. it was a lot harder for me to do my streaming because it was a lot of just home streams at the beginning, because I was living back home in Canada, and it was hard to stream here because my Canadian data wouldn't work, and it was just kind of like a whole hullabaloo. But yeah, so now it's a bit easier. So hopefully we'll continue to see the channel grow. I'm so incredibly grateful for the people that are so religious to watching this channel. That stuff still baffles me. Even though it's like a small grouping of people, it's still a small grouping of people that just support me and take a chance on this channel, which is wild, and I can't be any more grateful, and sometimes I don't know how to put it into words. It's very surreal that people can support a stranger so well, but it's very cool. It's a very cool community to be part of. It's a very interesting community to be a part of. Like any other YouTube community, there's like the good, the bad, but it's really interesting. So we'll see how far this takes me. It is a blessing. It really is. Nat, you are very, very, very right. I can't believe that people find me remotely interesting enough to watch me. But I don't know. I'm getting better at certain things. Like I'm getting better at making thumbnails. They might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think they're pretty fun. I'm slowly getting better at doing things, so it'll take a bit of time, but I'll get there. I'll get there, you know? So yeah, it's just nice. I just have to get really consistent. It's really hard. It's a hard one, especially in live streaming. There's just so many really good people out there. And you don't want to oversaturate. You don't want to be in the same park as everybody, because it's like, then you're making people choose, and that's rude. But you know what I mean. Thank you so much, Nat. It's, I'm trying to get myself out there, and slow groups at a time. I mean, slow groups, not slow groups. Small groups at a time. What was crazy to me was my very first stream back in almost 2 years, I must have hit the algorithm somehow. I had like 210 people watching at one point, and I was like, excuse me? Because I'm used to having like 40. So that was very cool, and I'm like, once that happened, I'm like, oh, okay, I could maybe get back into this groove. Hasn't happened since then, but hopefully it'll happen again. But yeah, you know. Oh, Joanne retracted something. Sorry if I missed that. Sorry. But I do appreciate every single one of you individually. It's a lot, and it overwhelms me a lot, and I get emotional because sometimes I think I'm not doing enough for the viewers. I'm like, they need something more because there's something I'm not giving them. So there's those trials and tribulations when you're trying to establish yourself, but we're getting there. Joanne, you kind of saucy since. Oh, thank you so much, Joanne. I try to be funny. I think I'm funny, and maybe that's a problem. Maybe I'm not as funny as I think I am. But you know, I am friends with some of the other streamers. I have some streamer friends that actually don't stream anymore. But yeah, I do have some streamer friends, absolutely. And I know I've been acquaintances with others. I'm very good friends with one for sure. And I'm like, some people know who I am. It's really interesting, actually. I was walking in Magic Kingdom. I wasn't streaming. I was just going in there. I was grabbing a Dole Whip, going on Pirates. Just, you know, minding my own business. And then I saw two separate streamers, and they saw me and said hi to me. And I'm like, this is so weird. Like, how do you know who I am? Like, you guys have all the people. So, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I try not, and here's the thing too, it's like, I ask for advice in terms of like, what am I not doing? I try not to pry too much into asking for too much advice. I guess I'm just shy in the sense of like, I don't want someone to think I'm coming for their people or like their channel. So I should probably ask for more help than I do. I just like, I'm also that person that's like, I go and I check and I see, okay, who's streaming? Is anyone going out streaming today? And what parks are they going into? Because I don't want them to think that I'm like trying to take away their fan base. I don't want them to, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't think that way. Maybe I care too much in that sense. But yeah. Thanks, Joanne. I like to think I'm funny. I tell my husband I'm funny all the time. I used to tell him I'm the funniest person I've ever met. But, you know. Yeah, I don't, maybe I'm too mindful about other people. But I don't want to come across as like rude or trying to like sabotage someone or something. I don't know. Maybe people don't even care. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, good luck, lady. Like, if I'm streaming, they're like, yeah, well, I'm there too. Good luck. Yeah, I should stream when and where I want, anytime. But we can be fans of more than one person. Absolutely. Oh, no, absolutely. I'm not saying you can't be fans, but it's like, also it's like, what if someone wants to watch, someone's like, oh, Tanya's out there. I really want to watch Tanya. And then they're like, oh, but Lindsay's out there. Now who do I watch? I know some people multitask and watch both. I'm known to do that. But I just try to be mindful. I guess no one else cared. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's my little Canadianisms coming out. I just don't want to step on people's toes, and it's like coming into such a big community and one that has a lot of like staples in the community. It's a bit daunting because you want to succeed, but you don't want to rub anyone the wrong way, because like my intent is always the best intent, I think. In terms of, I just want to get out there. I want to talk to everyone. I want to bring the magic home to people. I want them to take me into their living rooms, their office spaces, wherever they are watching. No matter what, I'm like grateful. I just want to bring the magic home to people, and if people like how I deliver it, then that's awesome. I just really don't want to step on people's toes. I get a little nervous, but yeah. Cheryl, you watch Jen and I at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, Jen and I are funny. We have similar schedules, just happens to be that way, which is kind of unfortunate because like I love watching Jen's streams too. But anyway, you know, it's just, and those are things I just maybe got to get out of my own head about, is maybe I'm being too mindful. I don't know. It's one of those things too where I just like, I'd love to pick some streamers' brains about things, but again, I get nervous to do that because I don't want them to think maliciously of me, or think that I'm trying to be malicious towards them by getting the inside scoop, you know what I mean? But I just saw the video of the cringiest moments caused by Disney YouTubers. Please don't ever do anything like that. Oh my god, Billy, you'll never see me drinking the water in the parks. I'm like, when I stream in the parks, I am streaming just my day in the parks. I'm not gonna do anything for the views and the clicks. Like, no, I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm just gonna walk around the parks, take in the sights and sounds, go on some rides, chat with my friends. Because I really do look at each and every one of the viewers as a friend and a family member, and I like to call you guys the Wild Willies. So I think that's fun, and I hope when people, if they watch the channel and they see me in the parks, I would love for them to stop and talk, and I always have little buttons in my bag for them, so I don't have any in here, I don't think, right now to show you, but I always have little like top fan buttons, so anybody who stops me or anything like that. Yeah, exactly, Billy, and that's the thing, it's like people like to watch, I mean, I stream based on what I like to see on streams, if that makes sense to you. I'm not a big show person myself. I love fireworks, but like I don't want to stop at all the stage shows. That's just not my thing. So you probably won't see me do that all that much. But it's like I'm just streaming the things that I know I want to see, and sometimes I feel like that might be a bit selfish, which is why I try to reach out like on my Instagram, and I do the YouTube polls, Instagram polls, my Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, by all means, it's down below. If you would like to join that, feel free. But I just want to like, yeah, I love people watching Cheryl. That's like one of my favorite things. It's just Disney has such a vast variety of folks. But yeah, it might be a little selfish because I do it the way that like I like to stream. But I'm hopeful that people will start like telling me kind of like what they want more. But you know, my favorite park, it's actually tied between Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Epcot I worked in, so it's my home park in that sense. Hollywood Studios has been my favorite since I was a kid. I love old Hollywood. It's my absolute favorite. My wedding was old Hollywood themed, and it was in Hollywood Studios, which was very cool, and it was on Sunset Boulevard. Like if I could go back to any time, it would be like 1930s, 1940s old Hollywood. So cool. Hey James, welcome in. World Showcase is your happy place? It should be. It's World Showplace. That's the World Showplace is the big like convention room building that's in between Canada and the UK behind the gates after the Canada stage. Yeah, I love the World Showcase. I could spend a lot of time in there. That was my home. I was a Canadian CRP, so I worked this store in the plaid, in the original costume, not the new one they have now. I'm aging myself. But yeah, I worked there, and then I also went back and I managed in Canada, UK, and France in their stores. So that was a lot of fun. Did you hear that, Ma? It's probably Martha, honey. Hang on. Alright. I'm checking the camera. The video doorbell. It was a noise. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. But yeah, so yeah, that's just kind of like where I come from. And what I'm, yeah, I'm just like, I have a million thoughts in my head right now about like streaming and like where to go from here. But hopefully people continue to watch, and hopefully that the viewership will grow. But I know lots of people's favorite park's Magic Kingdom. I don't know, what's everybody else's? Cheryl, what's your favorite park? Not your favorite park? James is Disneyland. He's on the West Coast, so that makes sense. And Joanne, what's your favorite? I don't know if Joanne, you're still here or not. But yeah. And if you're ninja watching, hello guys. Okay, Cheryl's Magic. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Hard to pick. Yeah, Magic. You have a good demeanor for YouTubing. You don't offend anyone. I probably wouldn't. You know what? Okay. Hey, Todd. It's really funny that you say that, run your mouth and whatever. You'll hear me a lot of the time on my stream go, oh, okay. Because I'm like resisting my like urge to be like, don't do that. Like, what is wrong with you? So if you ever hear me do that, that's probably what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. There was one time I muted my stream because someone was like smoking a cigarette in the middle of Main Street. I'm like, what are you doing? So I just like mute my stream. I'm like, sir, you can't do that. Like, I'd rather I tell you than have a manager come and boot you from the park. He's like, oh, I didn't know. okay. Anyway. But that being said, that is, I mean, it's new and like recent, and I'm going to say 5 years, maybe even less. There were smoking areas in the parks. Whenever I worked in Epcot, there were smoking areas. Okay, so Nat says MKDHS. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, James. Yeah, Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. I could just stand on Sunset Boulevard at Hollywood Studios for hours. I could just people watch from there for hours. Which maybe I will do that on a stream. I think people... You know what's really interesting? So I put a poll up asking people what kind of vlogs and stuff they would want. And I was very, very surprised that people wanted lifestyle ones from me. I was very surprised about that. Just because I don't think I'm that interesting. But if that's what people want, then maybe I should do like... Maybe I'll do... I know it's a ways from now. But maybe I'll do like... how I decorate my house for Christmas. Because like, that's my favorite thing. Nat loves POVs. Like the ride POVs. I'm like, I was going through... So I have a playlist on my channel that has a lot of ride POVs already. So I'm just like, what rides do I still need? I have to make a list of the rides that I still need because I have almost all of them. Well, I would say almost all of them. I don't have almost all of them. There's a bunch I'm missing, I'm sure. But... So I currently have 3,648 subscribers, which is pretty darn good. Considering I did most of my channel not at Disney. So my goal is to get to 4,000 very soon. I would like to get there by September. That's a big ask. That's a lot of people to go up. I think. It's a lot of people to go up. How many people is that exactly? My brain is not mathing. That would be 352 people. So, I mean, it's possible, but I feel like that's also like a lot of people to ask to get 352 subscribers by September. I'm gonna have to like stream a lot, post a lot. I'm trying to get a consistent schedule, but it's really freaking hard because my work keeps putting after-hour meetings that like I can't not go to. So then by the time I get to the park, it's late. So that's why most of my streams start at like 6 o'clock now, because I can't really leave much earlier to get from here to there. But you know how it is. So I think we'll probably stay on stream for like another 25 minutes or so. If that's okay with you guys. I do have a few things to do. I had like this big like rental car fiasco, and the one I have now is god awful, so I think I'm just gonna bring it back and like forget it. Because it's so annoying. It's so awful. That's the perfect time for you. Okay, great. So I think, yeah, 9:30 Eastern time. So that would be, I think, 6:30 for James is when we'll kind of say sayonara. But it's been so nice talking to you guys. I have really appreciated each and every one of you just chatting in. This has been awesome. At some point you'll just start getting some organic growth. Yeah. Yeah, it would be, it's a very nice position to be in. And I really try not to beg for subscribers, because I do want them to be organic. Like, you won't see me just like have a surge in subscribers because like I'm not buying them. I don't think many people do that anymore, at least. I don't think many people like buy their subs. Well, some people do. But the ones that are in it for the right reasons don't. So yeah, I try not to beg for subs and stuff, but I should probably ask, be like, I need to remind myself to be like, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I should do that more often in the stream, but I don't. I probably should. Probably should. Yeah. But you know, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. It's just gonna take some time. You know, it's gonna be a slow burn. It'll be a slow burn until that something really ignites something. So, you know, gotta play it like Survivor. You know, where you gotta make your fire with flint, not a match. You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean. Only Survivor people will know what that means. If you watch Survivor, we're gonna be good friends, because I love that show. It doesn't seem like too much to ask for every season. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you gotta... Thanks, Cheryl. I know it'll grow. I know it'll grow. I mean, like, my dream, and I don't know if I'll ever get to this point. I don't think I will. My dream would be we did do this once before, but my dream would 100% be to just to be able to do YouTube full time. But you have to get to like an insane amount of subscribers. You have to have insane partnerships. People need to like be demanding you to make it a full out career, and it's hard, but. Midsummer Scream. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you, Nat. Yeah, if you haven't already, like the stream, guys. If you don't know, the more the chats that come in and stuff on streams, the more things will go into the algorithm. So it's like the more interactions, whether it's likes, subscribers, shares, chats, that all kind of pushes you more into the algorithm. So maybe that's what happened the one time I was streaming, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. It'll be a good time. When we do, we'll all celebrate together. But I'm looking forward to the day that it happens. But yeah. I would really like it, like, if people see me and they know who I am, just stop me. I'm a pretty friendly person. I don't think I'm a scary person. I don't think. Someone once told me I was intimidating, and I don't know what they meant by that. I don't know if it was my face was intimidating, my demeanor, or maybe I'm just like not shy and that's why I'm intimidating. I have no idea. And I'm shyer than you think. Thanks, Cheryl. I hope I'm not intimidating, because that's like, who wants to watch that? I wouldn't. Heck no. No, no, no. Oh my god, what is playing right now? Can you guys hear this? Freaking yodelers. Oh, it's the Matterhorn. Wait. Wild. People tell me that I'm intimidating all the time. I think it's because you're small but mighty, Cheryl. You're small but mighty. Oh, nice. That's very nice, James. Chucky scares me. No. I don't like Chucky at all. Nope. Thanks, Nat. But yeah, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in here. Again, like I said before, and I know I'm going to sound like a freaking violin, but like, still baffling. Even though like we're a small group tonight, it doesn't matter. It's, hey Sam. Yeah, the small groups are just as mighty as the big groups. So it's just very nice to have everybody in here. It's nice. It's heartwarming. I feel like I'm getting emotional and I shouldn't. I'm trying to hold it in here. But I just appreciate you all so much. It's so nice to be able to just share things, you know? I will be doing, I'm taking a break from Run Disney just for this cycle. One, financially, you'd think I'd be able to afford it now that I'm here, but it's just as expensive. I just don't pay for the flights and the hotel. They're still not cheap, but I will be doing them hopefully in the next run season. I think I'm gonna try, and the problem is that I work during the week, and the expos are always on Thursdays or Wednesdays, depends on the race weekend. So it's hard because I would love to live stream from the expo, but you can't really do that when you're working, you know? And then if I'm like, hey, I need a day off, and then if my boss catches me live streaming, he'll be like, the heck? So that's a little bit tough. But maybe I'll have to start making those like course map videos and stuff again. Those ones were doing well. I think my Run Disney crowd was pretty good. They're pretty dedicated people, so I should dedicate myself to them again. I feel like I've been putting them off, and that's not right. Yeah. No, I know, that's true. That's true. It was great chatting with you. Thank you so much for coming in, Billy. We'll see you around. Again, how crazy is that? Swish Willy and Billy Swisher. So fun. Yeah, so Run Disney, I'll get back into. I have a treadmill coming, so maybe I'll do more like training stuff. Actually, now that we're talking about Run Disney, I do have a series that I'm planning to start. So again, we're going to find out here. You two have a great night, Billy. You're going to find out here. So if you are a Run Disney enthusiast, or you just like watching the stuff about it, I'm going to try to make a series of different like Run Disney training things. So like people who are stuck in snow or rain or extreme heat, extreme cold, they have something to run to. I'm trying to figure that out, but we'll figure it out. So it's something that people can watch on the TV while they're on the treadmill. I think that would be fun. So I'm thinking on it. I am thinking on it. But, you know, kind of like Disney ambient sounds, like that series I have, but like visual for running. We'll see. We shall see, everybody. But yeah. Yeah, I think those ones are going to be fun now. Sam, are you doing any runs this year? Also, anybody, if you aren't playing yet, you should be playing Monopoly Go. It's addictive. Cheryl was attacking me the other day, and she stole my money. So, that was rude. I'm just kidding, Cheryl. I'm just kidding. I made her join this game. And now she's my enemy. I'm doing my usual. Nice. Nice. Monopoly was your next question? That's so funny. Yeah, I can't get mad at Cheryl for stealing my money and knocking things down because I told her to do it, so, you know, it is what it is. I created a monster. A Monopoly Go monster. But you know when you start talking about Monopoly Go, that it might be time to end the stream. So, I think we will, but thank you guys again so much for watching with me. Oh yeah, definitely blame me. It's addictive. But thank you so much for watching me this evening. Thank you so much for chatting with me tonight. Each and every one of you. I can't thank you enough for giving my channel a chance, for being so supportive with it. It's just been a lot of fun. So we're going to keep on keeping on, and we'll see where the channel goes. So thank you, everybody, and have an awesome day or night.